Yo, in this video, I'm going to show you guys what the best settings are for super people. Now, before we get into any graphics or audio, I just want to go over the controls really quick because a lot of people talk about this vertical sensitivity meter. Now, with this, people like to lower it and they say you have less recoil when you lower it. But when you do that, your X and Y sensitivity aren't going to be the same. And that's not good for overall aiming. Like if you want your recoil control to be better, which I will be coming out with a video either later today or tomorrow on that, literally just go in the shooting range and practice your recoil control on the bots. And if you do that enough, like every day when you get on or right before you get off, or just practice for hours a day, like your recoil control will emulate in game and you'll be good at that. You don't need to lower your vertical sense because it will hinder your aim overall. So trust me, leave this at 50, because if you leave it at 50, everything else, your Y and X axis, are going to be the same. You don't want them to be different, trust me. But since we're on this tab already, I'll go over this. Invert no, or invert X axis, invert Y axis, normal, vertical sense, keep this at 50 and change everything else under that to, change your sense in game. I keep my sense, by the way, my DPI is at 1800 and I'm using a Razer Viper Mini. Hopefully my Final Mouse 10s edition comes in either today or tomorrow. It's gonna come in. I'm so hyped for that. But right now I'm using a Viper Mini. So I'm on 1800 DPI on 16 cents. This is for third person, by the way. For first person, I lower it to 8. So if you want, because your sense is going to be different because every other day the tournaments change from first person to third person. So I keep this at 8 on first person and then double it to 16 for third person. I don't know if it's exactly double and it will emulate, the same sense from third to first, but it feels about right. So third person 16, first person 8. Driving sense, same. ADS sense, I keep it at 7. I feel like, I don't know, it feels a little bit better at 7 instead of 8. Universal scope sense, same thing at 7. Advanced scope settings, I don't really need them. It's just if you enable them, you can change the scope sense of any different magnification. Crouch, I have toggle, slide, hold duration 0.2, and everything else basically hold, except for aim only, because I don't like to look over the shoulder and aim when I'm in third person. I like to just look in ADS. So to do that, what you have to do is change this to toggle and change ADS only to hold. Now back to graphics. I play native 1920 by 1080, exclusive full screen 240 because that's my monitor. Change this to whatever your monitor maximum refresh rate is. And lobby you can keep at 60 because you don't need to run up your GPU or CPU when you're in the lobby. Doesn't make sense. Vertical sync, always disable every game. Smooth frame rate disabled. I don't have NVIDIA, I have an AMD graphics card, so I don't have this. Brightness 2.2, it's about good for me because I have my monitor color changed, so I don't really need that. Graphics quality, I keep it at custom. Basically everything is very low except for textures, view distance, and anti-aliasing, and I keep those at medium. Textures, because I don't know, I just like the textures to be slightly, I can see them a little bit at least. View distance, medium. I change this sometimes from medium to ultra. If I'm getting low frames one day, I'll change it to medium. If I'm getting high frames, I'll change it to ultra just so I can see more. And same thing with anti-aliasing, it just changes the the overall quality of certain edges on things. A lot of people like to keep this at low. I just like medium. It's my preference. Sharpen at 2.0. If you want maximum FPS though, you can change everything to basically to very low and it will still be alright, and sharpen all the way down to 0 if you want maximum FPS. But this is just my settings. Now onto audio, I keep my master at 80, music at 0, and everything else basically default. I did not change any of these. If you want to look at any of my keybinds, you can pause or slow the video at any time. I'm just going to scroll through these so I don't talk for 10 minutes, okay? Those are my keybinds. And in gameplay, my crosshair, I have it at green. I feel like, I don't know, I use green on my crosshair for a lot, like Battlefield and CSGO and Valorant. So I just keep it on here. I feel like I can see more. And the green, it doesn't blend in with the grass since it's like more of a bright neon-ish green. Not really like a grassy dark green. So yeah, I keep it at that. And I'm just going to scroll through this. If you want to stop at any time, just pause the video and you can see that. Yeah, those are basically all of my settings. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the sub button. If you want to see me do anything that I've yet to do in the past, hit the comment button. Let me know. I'm gonna do it. Love you guys. Peace.